Gentlemen, I need you to listen closely. Right now, there is a very good chance you have one specific meat in your kitchen, a food you likely eat every week that is quietly working against your prostate. This isn't a vague warning. I see the consequences in my clinic every single day. That sizzling dinner favorite could be sabotaging your urinary comfort, disturbing your sleep with countless bathroom trips, and pushing you towards a prostate diagnosis you never saw coming. This goes far beyond the simple idea of aging. This is about a silent dietary betrayal. The very meats you have always trusted, the ones you might even believe are healthy choices, could be systematically undermining your vitality from the inside out. My name is Dr. Catherine Rotker. I am a urologist who has dedicated over 20 years to men's health, working with thousands of men just like you in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. I have connected the dots between cutting-edge research and the real-life stories in my exam room. And one truth stands clear. What you choose to put on your plate holds more power over your prostate health than your family history ever will. Your diet directly programs your prostate's future. Today, we cut through the confusion. I will reveal the 4 specific meats that act as destroyers, inflaming your prostate and disrupting your life. Then, I will give you the 4 powerful healing meats that protect your body and can help restore your comfort and confidence. This is your definitive guide. If you are ready to take control of your health, I invite you to subscribe to our channel and tap the notification bell. We are here to give you the clear advice you deserve. This is a conversation, so let me know you are with me. If this message makes sense to you, type yes in the comments below. Now, let us begin. It is time to expose the first so-called food that wages war on your prostate. This one is a favorite you probably have in your refrigerator right now. The first meat we need to talk about might surprise you. People call it lean, light, clean. But once that meat hits a scorching grill or a fryer full of oil, it changes into something your prostate doesn't appreciate. It is grilled and fried chicken. The danger isn't the bird itself. The danger is the burn. That searing heat creates toxic compounds. These are chemicals with long names, but you just need to know they are carcinogens. When you eat them, they travel through your body and create intense inflammation in delicate tissues. For a man in his 50s or 60s, your body's natural defense systems are not what they used to be. It becomes much harder to neutralize these invaders. So they end up irritating your prostate, fueling a slow-burning fire that can cause real damage over time. A major study found that men who ate the most grilled chicken had a 50% higher risk of developing advanced prostate cancer. Think about that. Just 2 servings of grilled chicken per week was enough to significantly raise their risk. That regular barbecue habit so many of us enjoy comes with a very real cost. I remember a patient, a wonderful man in his late 50s. He loved grilling chicken every Sunday for his family. But his PSA level was creeping up year after year, and it worried him. We pinpointed his grilling habit as the likely culprit. He agreed to switch to baking or slow cooking his chicken instead. When he came back to the clinic just 6 weeks later, his PSA had stabilized. He told me with a smile that he noticed a stronger urinary flow and felt more comfortable. Such a simple change made a measurable difference. The troubling part is that the effect builds up over time. With each passing year, your body becomes less efficient at clearing out these toxic compounds. That weekly grilled chicken dinner is not just a meal. It becomes a repeated assault on your prostate, one that your body struggles to fight back against. And while chicken seems like the only culprit here, it has a powerful partner in crime at the cookout. The next destroyer is the king of the grill itself, and its impact on prostate inflammation is even more direct. The weekend steak ritual feels almost sacred. The sizzle, the smoky grill, the first juicy bite. But for a man with a sensitive prostate, that marbled, flame-licked beef can be the perfect storm. On the surface, it looks like a source of strength and tradition. Inside your body, it can quietly push inflammation higher and set the stage for trouble. Beef is loaded with saturated fat and a type of iron called heme iron. Together, they create a 1-2 punch that fuels widespread inflammation in your body. This inflammation creates the perfect environment for prostate cells to become damaged and start multiplying in a dangerous way. Research on this is clear and concerning. Men who eat red meat like beef on a daily basis have a 30% higher risk of developing prostate cancer. But the problem does not stop there. Beef also raises your level of a hormone called IGF-1. Think of IGF-1 as a powerful fertilizer. It encourages all cells to grow, but if you have precancerous prostate cells, it specifically encourages them to multiply and form tumors. One of my patients, a 65-year-old former football player, came to me frustrated. His PSA was rising, and he was getting up 4 or 5 times a night to use the bathroom. He was exhausted. He was eating a steak 3 times a week. We decided together to cut that back to just once a month. The results were dramatic. In just 2 months, his PSA level dropped by 20%. Even better, he told me he was finally sleeping through the night for the first time in 10 years. His comfort and health improved significantly with that one change. Some people believe the iron in beef is a benefit, but for your prostate, it is a problem. In the amounts found in a typical steak diet, this iron promotes oxidative stress. This process essentially rusts your tissues from the inside, and your prostate is very vulnerable to this damage. But the real ambush often happens at lunch when convenience wears the mask of healthy protein. A few slices of deli turkey, a quick salami sandwich, or a hot dog at the game can feel harmless. It's fast, it's easy, it tastes good. But that convenience comes with a cost your prostate quietly pays. The greatest danger lies in the preservatives used to give these meats their color and long shelf life. These are called nitrates and nitrites. Inside your body, they undergo a chemical reaction and form nitrosamines. These are powerful cancer-causing agents that have a direct link to prostate cancer. This process essentially turns your favorite lunch meat into a time bomb for your health. But the damage does not stop with the preservatives. These meats are also packed with low-quality fats and a huge amount of salt. This combination drives chronic inflammation throughout your body and raises your blood pressure. This harms the delicate network of blood vessels that supply your pelvic area, negatively affecting both prostate function and erection. I saw this clearly with a patient who ate a ham sandwich every single day. His symptoms of an enlarged prostate were getting worse, especially that urgent, frequent need to urinate. We simply swapped his ham for roasted chicken breast. Within 8 weeks, that constant urgency had eased significantly, and his next PSA test showed a noticeable drop. A straightforward switch delivered real relief. And then there's the most confusing of them all. It is often called the other white meat, and many men believe it is a safer option. The reality about this final food might truly surprise you. Bacon at breakfast, ham at lunch, chops for dinner. Pork has a way of slipping into daily life without anyone thinking twice. It feels like comfort. It feels like routine. For many men, it has been on the plate since childhood. But the same familiarity that makes it feel harmless is what lets it quietly build problems over time. Like processed meats, bacon and ham contain those same risky preservatives. But even a plain pork chop contains a specific type of fat called arachidonic acid. Your body converts this fat into powerful molecules that spark inflammation. This inflammation can directly irritate your prostate tissue, leading to swelling and discomfort. This inflammatory reaction also places a heavy burden on your liver. Your liver is your body's main detox center. When it is overworked fighting this inflammation, it becomes less effective at its other jobs. One crucial task is clearing out excess hormones. A sluggish liver can lead to a hormonal imbalance where estrogen gains the upper hand. This state of estrogen dominance is a known driver of prostate growth. I remember a man who came to me who loved his weekly pork chops. He constantly felt a dragging heaviness in his pelvis and struggled with low energy. We decided to replace his pork with fish and lean chicken. When he returned for his follow-up, he told me he felt lighter and more energetic. During his exam, I could actually feel a noticeable improvement in the firmness and size of his prostate. If pork is something you don't want to give up entirely, keep it as an occasional guest, not a daily resident. Skip the smoking, the charring, and the curing. Keep the preparation gentle. Each crispy strip may look small, but it acts like a tiny charge that rattles your prostate's defenses. Now, take a deep breath. Everything changes from here. You are not powerless against these threats. Nature provides us with incredible solutions. Let us turn our attention to the 4 meats that do not just avoid damage. They actively heal, protect, and restore your vitality. From the cold waters comes one of the most powerful allies your prostate can have. Fatty fish like salmon, sardines, and mackerel carry omega, 3 fats that cool inflammation and steady hormone balance. These healthy fats, called EPA and DHA, work like a repair crew inside your body. They help your prostate stay calm in a world full of dietary triggers. When you eat these fish, the omega-3s travel directly into the walls of your cells. Once there, they actively cool down the inflammatory fires that other foods ignite. Robust research shows that men with the highest levels of these fats in their blood have a much slower progression of prostate disease and a significantly lower risk of facing an aggressive cancer. You are not just eating a piece of fish. You are sending in a repair crew to calm the storm in your prostate. I advised a patient with a strong family history of prostate issues to eat wild-caught salmon 3 times per week. He was consistent and committed. After 3 months, his blood tests revealed a dramatic drop in his inflammation markers. But the real proof came when his urologist, who was monitoring him with regular ultrasounds, noted a remarkable improvement in the actual appearance of his prostate tissue. For you, aiming for 2 to 3 servings of fatty fish each week is an excellent goal. When you can choose wild-caught varieties, they tend to have a superior profile of these healthy fats. Skip the grill, and the char baking, poaching, or steaming keeps those delicate fats intact without creating harmful byproducts. Fatty fish is your strategic weapon for targeting inflammation, but you also need a reliable, everyday protein for your meals. You need a solid foundation. This is where our second healer comes in. It is a total reinvention of a food you already know and trust. When the skin comes off and the heat stays low, poultry changes its story completely. Skinless chicken or turkey breast can shift from being a trigger to becoming a steady ally. Without the added fat from the skin and without harsh cooking, it turns into a clean, lean protein that supports your muscles and metabolism while keeping inflammation low. For a prostate under pressure, this matters more than most people realize. Choosing this lean option does more than just avoid fat. It helps keep your blood sugar steady. This actively improves your insulin sensitivity. This is a crucial point. When your body manages insulin well, it keeps levels of this hormone low. Insulin acts like a growth signal in the body. For your prostate, lower insulin means you are putting the brakes on a process that can encourage prostate cells to multiply too quickly. I saw a wonderful transformation in a patient who made a simple breakfast change. He swapped his daily sausage and bacon for a scramble made with skinless turkey breast and vegetables. In just 6 weeks, he lost 12 pounds. Even more importantly, his PSA level dropped significantly, moving out of the danger zone. He told me he felt cleaner and less sluggish on the inside. Preparation is everything with poultry. Poach, bake, or steam it. Let it cool and slice it for easy lunches. Pair it with cruciferous vegetables like broccoli or cabbage. These support the body's detox pathways, helping clear out compounds that can irritate the prostate over time. There's one rule I never bend with lean poultry. Skinless and low heat bring the benefits. Add the skin back or hit it with a flame, and the same meat flips into a source of the very compounds we're trying to avoid. Next up, a surprising ally from the sea, not for its protein, but for a specific mineral your prostate craves and hoards more than any other organ in your entire body. Few foods give your prostate what it truly craves the way oysters, mussels, and crab do. These foods have a long history of supporting male vitality, and we now know their secret. They are the world's most potent natural source of zinc that your body can easily use. It's a quiet but powerful nutrient that feeds the hormonal systems your prostate depends on to stay balanced and resilient. Your prostate holds a remarkable fact. It stores zinc at concentrations 10 times higher than any other organ in your body. Zinc acts as the master mineral for male hormone balance. It supports your body's natural testosterone production and plays a key role in managing another hormone called DHT. This DHT is a primary driver of prostate enlargement. By ensuring you have enough zinc, you help keep this process in check. The benefits don't stop at the gland itself. Zinc also supports the immune system and helps strengthen the gut lining. When those systems stay balanced, inflammation across the entire body stays lower. A calmer internal environment means less pressure on the prostate. One of my patients, a 63-year-old who struggled with interrupted sleep and urinary urgency, started adding one shellfish meal a week. Within 6 to 8 weeks, his flow felt steadier and his nighttime rest improved. Nothing extreme, just a gentle, targeted addition. You don't need much to get the benefits. One serving a week, or even twice a month, is often enough. Rotate with low-mercury options like oysters or crab. Tinned oysters work well too. If you do not enjoy the taste of shellfish, a high-quality zinc supplement is a good alternative. However, the natural package of nutrients in the whole food is always best. Also, let us put a common worry to rest. The cholesterol in shellfish is not a concern for most people. The profound benefit it offers your prostate far outweighs any outdated risk. Think of shellfish as sending a team of precision mechanics to tune your hormonal engine, making sure every part runs smoother. But I can almost hear some of you thinking a very reasonable question. What about red meat? Is it completely off the table? The answer is not necessarily. You do not have to give it up forever, but you must make one critical change to the source and the way you prepare it. For men who love their steak, there's good news. You don't have to give it up to protect your prostate. Choosing grass-fed beef and cooking it gently lets you keep the ritual without lighting a fire inside your body. Think of this as your reformed ally. It allows you to savor the food you love while making a smart choice for your prostate. The entire difference lies in the fat. The diet of a grass-fed animal completely changes the composition of its meat. Compared to conventional grain-fed beef, it contains less of the inflammatory saturated fats. Instead, it offers you more of those anti-inflammatory omega-3s we praised in fish. It's also richer in antioxidants like vitamins A and E, which help lower inflammation. When you pair that with low, slow cooking, you avoid the harmful compounds created by high-heat grilling. No HCAs, no PAHs, just a cleaner source of protein that supports your prostate and your blood vessels at the same time. When my patients make the switch to grass-fed beef and commit to cooking it with gentle, low-heat methods, the results are clear. We consistently observe that their PSA levels stabilize and their blood markers for inflammation drop within about 2 months. It is crucial to remember that this is not an everyday food. Consider it a once-a-week reward. I encourage you to seek out a local source, invest in high-quality cuts, and always cook it with respect using methods like slow roasting or stewing. Pair it with greens and a drizzle of olive oil to support blood flow and detox pathways. This only works if you avoid charring. The source matters, and so does the flame. When you respect both, beef stops being an instigator and becomes a quiet ally in protecting your prostate. Let's make this simple and clear. 2 paths, 2 outcomes. On one side, there are the destroyers that feed inflammation and strain your prostate. Fried or grilled chicken, charred and fatty beef, processed meats, pork, especially the processed kind. On the other side, the healers that calm, protect, and support your hormones. Fatty fish, skinless poultry cooked low and slow, zinc-rich shellfish in moderation, grass-fed beef, gently prepared. Your daily plate has more power than most men realize. What you avoid matters. What you add matters even more. This journey is about more than just changing your diet. It is about stewardship. You take good care of your car and your home. It is time to give your body that same level of thoughtful care. Choosing these healing foods is not a restriction. It is a positive step toward claiming greater vitality, more comfort, and the confidence to fully enjoy your life. The first step doesn't have to be big. Start with 1 swap this week. Replace a processed meat lunch with a piece of salmon. Trade a fried cutlet for poached, skinless chicken. Small hinges swing big doors. Those small shifts add up to stronger nights, steadier mornings, and a body that works with you. If this path forward gives you hope, please share that hope with another man who could benefit. Sharing this video could truly help a friend. I invite you to subscribe to our channel for more straightforward advice you can actually use. And I would really like to know which one of these healing meats are you most looking forward to adding to your meals. Let me know in the comments below. Your health journey is important, and I am here to support you.